What's up, everybody? This is your girl Maria with Beautiful Souls Photography, and I just want to welcome you. Thank you for being here. Today we are talking about why you should consider a boudoir session before your wedding. I've been having a lot of ladies reach out for boudoir sessions, especially since most of them are getting married. And so I just thought I'd make a quick video for you guys to kind of explain the reasons why you should consider one. But first, I want to remind you that in this channel, you will be learning a little bit about wedding photography, boudoir photography, and just capturing intimate and honest moments for people. Not only is this channel great for photographers who are probably starting off and just wanting to really identify what they like and what they want to capture themselves, or just little tips and tricks to help them when it comes to shooting any type of session, but it's also great for those seeking a photographer and maybe they're booking a wedding photographer soon and they just want to know what they should be looking for when hiring a photographer. Or maybe somebody is interested in a boudoir session and just really wants to know what they should know and what they should expect when talking to a photographer or just being in the studio with them. And so I just want to cover a little bit of everything in terms of photography, but really sticking down to intimate and raw moments for people. So let's get back to it. The reasons why you should consider a boudoir session, and this is specifically for those that want to consider a boudoir session before they get married. On a later video, we will cover maybe if you are already married, why you should consider one after, or maybe if you already had kids. But in this one, we're going to go over before getting married. So reason number one, boudoir photography is really a way of being able to see yourself. And this is in any stage of your life, no matter where you're at or how old you may be or what you may be going through in the moment. Through this experience of seeing yourself, it's a great way for you to get pampered. Now, with me doing other kinds of photography, I know that most of the times when it's coming down to a photo shoot for a couple or for a family, it's really about getting there, getting the pictures done, and all right, we're done, right? Well, when it comes to boudoir photography, it's really all about the experience. So the whole idea behind this is to be able to walk in and just to be able to start your day off with completely no makeup and arriving to be able to get your makeup, your hair done. And for a lot of ladies, this is a once in a lifetime kind of deal. Like maybe we haven't had this done before. I remember that for my first boudoir shoot, I have never had my hair and makeup done. And so for me, it was like, wow, like I get to see myself differently. And so that's one of the reasons why it's really important to consider, just because you get to do something for yourself. It's also a very unique experience. So besides getting pampered, you again get to see yourself. You get to do something totally different that maybe typically we would go out shopping or we would go out on a trip, but this is just between you and that's it. So of course you have a photographer there, but at the end you get to see your beautiful images and you're like, wow, like I cannot believe this is me. It really is something very mental, very spiritual, I would even dare say, because it requires a lot of vulnerability. And so for you, especially for a lot of ladies that aren't typically comfortable with exposing their bodies or, you know, being in a very little amount of clothing or lingerie or even nude, let alone, it's something that requires a lot of vulnerability from your part. And so again, it's just a different kind of experience where you get to see yourself and really learn how to appreciate your body and just everything that your body does for you, because our bodies do so much for us every single day. And we really do take it for granted. At least I know that I have in my personal experience, sometimes from getting up in the morning and not even taking a moment to look at myself or to, kind of just embrace myself and say like, hey, I love me and I'm very happy to be alive today, to be up. And so this is more than just getting sexy pictures taken. This is really about being able to heal if there's damage done to us from, you know, maybe growing up and feeling like very insecure about certain things that we were told or, you know, etc. But this is just really a good way to pamper yourself. It's unique. And then reason number two why you should do one, especially if it's before you're going to get married, it's because it's a great gift for your partner. Now, I can assure you that your partner is not expecting you to gift them a beautiful album with your naked selfies on there. And we're not just talking about, photos taken with a phone. We're talking about a professional photographer who knows how to work the angles, who knows how to just make those curves pop out and just make you feel really, really sexy. So again, this is just a way to be able to gift your partner something different and for you to be able to cherish that. And it's actually, most photographers at least should be able to provide you with some type of package where you can add on an album or a frame with a picture of yourself on there. Or there's a lot of other little cool products and gifts that you can make for yourself and for your partner. And who doesn't want to spice things up? Already when you're getting married, there's so much love in the air. And this is just another way for you just to capture those moments before you say your I do's and just be able to reflect back on that and actually see it physically and be like, wow, this was it before we got married and how exciting. So it's a very great way to be playful with each other and just do something different for each other. And number 3 is going to be that we are constantly changing, our bodies are constantly changing, and it's just a great way to be able to capture that moment, especially on such a huge milestone in your life and an event such as a wedding. I will say that especially the ladies, a lot of ladies, we always feel like we are not good enough, like our bodies are not there yet, no, I can lose a couple more pounds or a few inches here or grow this or reduce that. And so just our human nature is to never be happy with ourselves. But I can promise you that when we are in our 20s, we don't appreciate our bodies. And then when we're in our 30s, we really don't appreciate it. And then we go back and we're like, man, when I was in my 20s, I looked so good. Why did I complain about losing another 5 pounds or so? And so as we get older, sometimes, we start reflecting back on 10 years ago, 5 years ago, and we're like, man, I was actually looking really good. But it's just, we're designed like that. We're just designed to honestly beat ourselves up and be really hard on ourselves. And so again, since most people, when they're going to get married, they usually are really disciplined with their eating habits or maybe their physical activity because they want to look amazing for their wedding. For me, I'm all about supporting people to embrace themselves no matter what size you are, no matter your height, your age, or anything. But I will say that, just out of experience, usually when people are going to get married, they tend to be a little more disciplined. And so it is a great way for you to capture yourself in this time when probably, you're in really good shape or you're feeling a little bit more confident about yourself. But again, if you're not feeling like, man, I'm not doing a great job, or I'm going to get married next year and I still haven't lost any weight or whatever, I just want to tell you that do not feel disappointed. Continue to feel proud of yourself. And this is part of the reason why I do this, because I want women like yourself to be able to just embrace every inch of you, every curve, every dimple, every stretch mark, anything that you have on your body or that you don't. And so it's really, like I said, it's a journey. It's not something that, once you book a session, it's just going to magically go away. No, but it's really a step for you to be able to see yourself, to embrace yourself, and just to start that chapter in your life that says you know what? I like myself. I love myself. I respect myself. And I will draw that line here where no longer do I tolerate, myself to talk negative about myself. So there's a lot of self in here, and this is what it's about. It's about taking a moment for others it may seem selfish, but it's really not selfish. It's something that is necessary and that I think we should just do and embrace. So again, those are the 3 reasons why I believe you should book a boudoir session before your wedding. Those are just some main highlights for me. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and you can follow me, subscribe on all of my social media platforms. I'll have them linked down below for you. And I'm just very excited again to have you here. For more tips and tricks, you can follow me and subscribe to the channel. Again, have an amazing day. Take care.